Yeah, I received a message my AARP membership was denied. Yeah, I understand I'm younger. Yeah. Look at my application. Corvette owner. Yeah. Good to go? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another fun Corvette news segment with your host, VetOnVettes. Couple of quick announcements. I've officially ordered my C8 Corvette. I will be letting my wife choose the options and color because she's let me buy such a crazy thing I don't need. And we'll do a whole video on that. That'd be kind of fun. I ended up going with Criswell Corvette up in Maryland. They seem to be just a great dealership to work with. No issues. Refundable deposit, MSRP, no runaround. They got right back to me. I tried to make this a cool production. I reached out to another YouTube Corvette guy that sells Corvettes, but never heard back. So there's that. I do plan on keeping the C5Z. People have asked about that. As of right now, I plan on I'm still a year out on my delivery, but I plan on just getting a lift and having the C8 down here and the C5Z up top. I just love this car. And the more I get it dialed in, I would just hate to let it go. It's paid off, you know, why not just keep it? And I got some more fun interior goodies coming, some lighting, some visors with some unique twist to it, and some leather door trim. So that's coming down the pipeline soon. All right, so I got 6 fun, interesting Corvette news stories from all around the globe. Now, I will say every story is C8 related. It's very C8 heavy this week, so if you hate C8 content, I apologize. Normally I like to sprinkle in some other generation stuff, but there's so much stuff going on the C8, so I just got to cover it, you know what I mean? All right, so we'll get right to it. 2023 Corvette Z06 has been spotted with a lot less camo on the Nürburgring. If you see here, it is a little bit wider than your standard C8 base Stingray. Not crazy wide, but much wider. I love the rims on these things, and the size of the rotors is a story by itself. The rotors itself is bigger than the entire tires of my Mini Cooper. It's crazy. This thing's gonna have some crazy stopping power. Got some awesome aero on it, got some canards up front, got some more radiators up front as well. I'm sure this thing's gonna run kind of hot. Gotta cool that damn thing off, you know? And as of right now, it looks like it's gonna have a 5.5 flat plane crank sporting 617 horsepower. That's all the sources keep saying, 617. I'll think it's around 5% of that up or down, but we'll find out here very soon. Furthermore, this same C8 on the track doing its track thing was spotted shooting flames out the back, blue flames. That's pretty damn cool in a production car. Typically you gotta tune a car really precisely to get just enough fuel left over to come out the exhaust, blah, blah, blah. But it's pretty neat this thing can do its stock. I'm sure it's tuned kind of differently. They're going through a lot of testing right now, and it'll be tuned a lot differently by the time it gets to the streets. But nonetheless, it's pretty cool it can do this thing in almost stock form. And if you want to see it, just YouTube C8 Z06 spits blue flames. And you can see it around the 2:31-minute mark. If you want to go ahead and pause it right there, you can see the fire. Pretty cool. All right, for the 2022 model year C8, it looks like Chevy's finally going to the ADS system, which is a much more streamlined and efficient approach to getting allocated cars to the dealership. The last 2 years have used more of a historical approach to give dealers Corvettes based on how much Corvettes they've sold before in previous models. Now it's much more streamlined how they do it with other cars. Pretty much, the shorter amount of time it takes a dealer to sell a C8, the faster they'll get a replenishment. It shouldn't be a huge difference in how it's been going because no matter where you try to get one, they sell out pretty damn quick. Your large volume dealers are going to continue getting large volumes. Now your small ones could still see a bump if, let's say, some rural area, everyone wants a Corvette C8, everyone's going there. They could see a little bump. So that would be good if you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, let's say Wyoming, etc. Lingenfelter, the long time kind of in cahoots with Corvette team custom builder, has a custom carbon fiber intake and a throttle body for the C8 Corvette, more specifically the LT2. It's not the prettiest thing, and I do prefer the stock looking intake just for aesthetics, especially if you have the coupe and not the convertible. And honestly, I don't even know if this thing would fit on the convertible. However, the combination of new intake manifold and the throttle body will get you about 25 horsepower. Not too bad for a simple bolt-on. I mean, this thing's gonna be 520 horsepower, not too bad. This thing went through a year of R&D and manufacturing, so they really got this thing dialed in. I don't see if it needs a tune or anything. It looks like it's just kind of plug and play. The computer will figure out what it needs to do, compensate, and then you have 25 horsepower. I lied to you. At the very end of this article, it says here, no calibration needed. The computer will just do it for you. Pretty damn cool. Oh, and this is an additional 25 wheel horsepower. So that's like 40 horsepower. That's pretty impressive for just a manifold and a throttle body, which is super easy to put on. That's crazy. starting to like think of things for my future C8, you know. No surprise the C8 Corvette is selling stupid fast. It's beating every other sports car by about 5 to 10 times. It's nuts. However, last month in July, Corvette was the #1 selling car, or fastest selling car. Not just in the sports car segment, but in every segment. Beating RAV4s, beating 4Runners, beating Camrys. That is insane. They're gonna make a lot of these things. A lot of these things. And I think by the time I actually take delivery of my C8, I'm probably just gonna buy one MSRP at the dealer. But nonetheless, I'll get what I get and I'll have it ordered, so. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of these things on the road as soon as I get over this stupid COVID restriction, parts, chain, shit. They'll be pumping them out. The need for them, the want for them is so crazy. It's I've never seen anything like this. The demand for a car. It is nuts. And I get it, the car's amazing. So yeah, I mean, they're selling way before they hit a dealer. The last year and a half, you can't just go buy one unless someone orders one, it gets there, they back out, and then the dealership's gonna mark it up $30,000 to $40,000. It's crazy. I've never seen demand like this, and I don't think I'll ever see demand like this in my lifetime for a car. It's nuts, you know? It's crazy. I never thought I'd see a Corvette outselling a Corolla or a Camry. A lot of people out there with a lot of money. That's crazy, you know? Because Corvette's definitely a want. You don't need a Corvette. So maybe our economy is not doing that bad. I don't know. For 2021 C8 Corvette owners, you might notice a little funny symbol on the dash. Right underneath the check engine light, there's a diesel glow plug light. No one's seen it illuminate, but it's there just in case. And the little light, glow plug light, is just there for a warning. If you have a diesel, that warning, like glow plugs. GM was asked about it, and they said they're putting it in all their cars as a standardization. Just every, I guess, instrument cluster is going to have it on there. Because, I mean, outside the US, there's a lot more diesels sold. Why? Because I feel like the instrument cluster on a C8 is very specific, and the fact that it's on there, they had to put it on there. Kind of a weird excuse. I don't know why it's there. I don't think they're going to make a diesel Corvette, but nonetheless, it's there. So if anyone has one that's lit up, I'd like to see it. Pretty interesting. Well, that's all I have for today, guys, as far as Corvette news goes. Kind of quick and dirty. Nothing too crazy, but nonetheless, some pretty fun C8 stuff. Like I said, I got a couple things on order for this guy. We'll be putting him together probably early next week. And I need to make a Mini Cooper video for my Mini Cooper people. It's been a while. I'll think of something. Maybe I'll just throw an intake on it or exhaust. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. I'll catch you guys next time. Mark out.